Kintivo Forms Anywhere is special in that you can place the form virtually anywhere and it will save your data to your SharePoint list. In this video, we're going to cover the basics of building a form using Kintivo Forms Anywhere. Let's start with the SharePoint list. I have a SharePoint Online list called Contact Us Requests, where I would like to store inbound Contact Us requests from our website. In this example, our website is going to be a WordPress site, but it can be virtually any website, any platform, because it generates embed code that I can place on virtually any platform or anywhere. I already have email notifications and some basic workflows on this list that will notify the correct people when the new request comes in. So the first thing I need to do is tell Kintivo Forms Anywhere where my SharePoint list is. I'll provide the URL of the SharePoint site and the account information that's required to authenticate into the site. Now I'll click Next. Here I will specify the SharePoint list. This is going to be a drop-down of all the available lists in that site that I just specified. And then the form mode. So the mode of your form that you're building can be add a new item, like what we're going to do here, or it could be update existing item. Let's keep it at add new item and click Next. Okay, let's build our form. So from here, I'm going to expand to add a field, and then I can see all of the fields that are in that SharePoint list. And so let's add some fields. To add a field, you just drag and drop the field. So I want the first name, so I'll drag and drop that up there. And I'd like the last name, so we'll find the last name and put that on there. And then an email address, let's put that on there. Interest, like to know what they're interested in. And lastly, let's put in a submit button. Now the submit button is not a field, it's a widget. So we're going to expand the widgets and find the submit button and drag and drop that up here. Now these fields and widgets can be placed on the form, they can be moved around the form, and they can be resized. So for example, if I wanted interest to show up beside email address to the right, like I did with first name and last name, I'll just make this smaller and it'll automatically get bumped up. I do think I want interest on its own line, and I want email to be bigger. So that's how I want it to show up. Now, with the submit button, we have some options. So if I click on that, you'll see these options over here. Specifically, what I want to do is control what happens when they submit it. So I'm going to say, I want to show thank you text. Optionally, I could land them on a specific URL. So I'm going to say thanks. And let's make this look a little nicer. Control the format, make it a nice H1 heading. And that's what's going to happen when they submit the form. Now, some other options include, do I want to display the form after they submit it? No, I want the form to disappear. Do I want to fade the text after 10 seconds? No, I just want it to stay there. And now I'll just click Next. Now, the final screen allows me to control a lot of the look and feel. I have all these themes to choose from. If I want it to be dark or if I want it to be light. And then I'm also going to tell it what the form title is. This optionally can display on the form or not. I'll say, contact us. And if I don't want that to display on the form, I could say no. Again, a WYSIWYG editor, I control the look and feel of that using these controls. That's all there is to it. Now all I have to do is click Finish, and then I can preview my form. Preview mode allows you to see what this form is going to look like before you put it anywhere. So here's what it looks like in preview mode. I'm happy with this, but I can extend this even farther. I can see that it's responsive. What is this going to look like on a phone? I can resize my screen. I can see, yeah, that's pretty nice. You know, it's going to stack these fields and everything. So once you're satisfied with the way it looks, you can proceed to embed this code onto your page. In this example, we're going to embed this onto a WordPress page. So to embed this code, to embed this form on a page, it can be WordPress or any other page, it could be a SharePoint page. All you do is you grab this code just like you would with YouTube code, the YouTube embed code, copy it, go over to where you want to embed it. In this case, again, it's a WordPress page. I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to hit the preview button in WordPress to see that my page looks good with this form. What's also cool about this is when I make updates to this form using the dashboard, Kintivo Forms Anywhere dashboard, I don't have to re-embed this code. It's going to automatically update this in real time. So as soon as I make that update and save it, it's going to reflect here, clear over on my WordPress site. So here it is on my WordPress site. Let's fill it out and submit it and make sure that it actually gets submitted to my Office 365 SharePoint Online list. Okay, so here we are back at the SharePoint Online list, and you can see that the submission came through, posted right to my SharePoint list, even though my form is not even on the SharePoint platform. Now, it could have been. I could have put it on SharePoint, but in this case, it's over on the WordPress site. So that's the very, very basics. There's a lot more you can do with this, but that's the basics and getting started of using Kintivo Forms Anywhere.